Ready? We're off and running. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to CueSports International's presentation of the 2015 Southwest Regionals. We have a 6 and under men's tournament going on. And in this match, we're going to be viewing Melchor Leal and Mike Boyer. Both gentlemen, I believe, drew a bye to begin with. They both had a match. Melchor defeated Leonard Johnson, and Mike Boyer defeated Adam Hurst. And now they face each other in this race to 5 tournament. You see the percentages down, put up courtesy of Fargo Rate. I guess Melchor Leal must have at least a 60 or a 70 point higher rating than Mike Boyer. Mike just broke the balls. Race to 5. Melchor comes to town and says, "It's my shot." And let's see what we do here. So he's going to start off with the 12 ball in the side pocket. 13 in the corner. Probably draw out a little bit for the 11 in the same corner, or the 10 ball in the side. Yeah. Didn't get underneath it. So now he's faced with a tougher shot. He's going to cut this ball and he's going to bank it. Interesting. And he'll be cutting this one to the side. Or shooting the 12 ball. That go in the left-hand corner pocket? I guess it does. That's where he's trying it. And that's where he made it. 10 ball in the upper left, more than likely. Or the 14 in the corner. That's just where he went. And long straight-in shot. Was not successful with it. Caught both corners, came out. Mike Boyer comes to the table. He's got solids. Opening shots. He's got a cut on the 5. Or possible, is it 6 ball off the 1 in the side? Can't quite tell what he's going to play here. He's going to play safe. Going to start off with a safety, leaving him long, not giving up the 9 ball. Or the 10. I think he might have given up the 10 in the corner. Wow. He's attempting to mass around the 10 and pocket the 9. That's what the call was. Well, barely missed it. Give up ball in hand. 6 rated player playing a mass shot. Interesting. And Mike probably start off with this 1 ball in the side pocket and get him out. Get those 2 balls that are tied up by the side out of the way. Follow that for either the 3 or the 7 in the side in the corner. Now, having the 9 ball there, it only goes to the left-hand corner, so the 3 and the 6 are the 3 and the 7, excuse me, are the 2 balls he'll want to play shape 2 at the very end to lead him to the 8. Kind of just a stop shot. And he's got a nice layout here. Easy pattern to navigate. 6 ball on the side. Probably the 4 ball come back for the 7, and then the 3, and then the 8 in the opposite corner pocket. Well, now he's going to have to play the 7 ball first. As he plays the 3 ball, the cue ball is going away from that rail, and that's where he wants to be, close to that rail, to pocket the 7 and then the 8, kind of stop it. Just a little drawback, not much, just a little bit. Don't pinch the ball off the rail, and don't come straight across on it. Now he's hard pressed here. He's got to come with a shot, because unless he puts that cue ball up in the upper right-hand corner pocket, he doesn't have a safety. He can leave a low percentage shot. I don't think he can block everything. Yeah, I think I'd be looking to put the cue ball in a hard place. And upper right-hand corner is the best place to put it. Just don't move the stripes. It looks like the 9 ball goes. I'm not 100% sure. He could just roll up to the 14 and play safe. The 14's on the bottom rail, on the foot rail. Instead, he attempted to pocket the 10 ball and gave his opponent a straight in long shot to the corner pocket. Not a gimme, but something you can just stop. And in case you might scratch, you get a 10 ball there to stop it, prevent it, block it. He's coming back a little bit, so this ball could be made and could be missed.
What do you guys got going on here? Video analysis thing?
No, we're live streaming. Melchor proceeds to try to run out, but he got behind the 8 for the 9, so he's going to have to come to the bottom of the table, go up and down for this 9 ball position on the 9. Leads him to the 8. Is he going to play safe behind the 9? Looks like he's playing safe. Soft and easy, off to the side, right behind it. There you go. There's your safety. Match just got underway. They're tied at 0. No one's won the game yet. One rail kicking the 3 ball. This actually looks pretty good. And good it was. He kicked it right in, but got stuck behind this 14 ball. So I guess if you can kick that one in, you can kick this one in. Not so much. Tough shot. Now, my question here would be, do you try to kick this ball one rail to the side pocket, or do you try to kick it to the side pocket? I think I would try to kick this one rail. Because unless you hit the upper side of the 8 ball, there's a chance to scratch in the side. But if you hit the bottom side of it, the 9 ball blocks your scratch. Oh, and there's your scratch. There's your scratch. Ball in hand, 2 balls left on the table. I'm shooting the 14, the 9, and then the 8. Either way, the 9, the 14, and the 8. This is stop, stop, stop. And looks like Melchor Leal will take the first game in a race to 5. And it'll be his break. Alternate break format, race to 5. We're at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center in Scottsdale, Arizona. CSI, CueSports International, presents the 2015 Southwest Regionals using diamond 7-foot tables, diamond billiard products, Cyclops balls. Sponsored by Tiger, Viking Cues, Kamui, Predator, Omega Billiards, Diamond Products. All tables have Simonis cloth. Implementing the Fargo rate system. You can see your percentages down at the bottom there. Melchor Leal is a 76% favorite. 76, yeah, odds are 76% that he will win this game. This match, excuse me, not the game. And it just went, after winning the first game, he just went to an 84% favorite. Mike Boyer has quite a hill to climb. He's only trailing 1-0 in a race to 5, but according to Fargo rate, he's only a 16%. Odds are only 16% he'll win this match. And Melchor just breaks the balls, flies the cue ball off the table. Mike Boyer comes to the table with ball in hand. Everything's open. If he can find a way, I would just take this, what is it, 14-10 combo with ball in hand and pocket that and get rid of that ball that's in trouble there and proceed to run out, hopefully. I would take the combo, make both balls in that corner, come up for the 2 balls up on top, then shoot the 13, then the 9, and then the 8 ball in the same corner where the 10 ball is going in right now. Or that ball's going in right now. Now he's in a little trouble. He's going to bank the 10 ball. Now he's forced to shoot the 9 ball, which means he's going to, when he gets shaped for the 13, he's going to have to come off the rail and come to the left side of the table to shoot the 8 ball in the right-hand corner. So you can either bank the 13 in the side or play the 9 ball in the right-hand side pocket. This cue ball is going to run right into that 3 ball. And if he does it at a decent speed, he should have a shot on the 12 in the upper right-hand corner. Then the other ball, he drew the ball and bumped another, and ended up with no high percentage shot. Ended up with a bank shot on the 12 for the left-hand side pocket. So he may be playing safe. That's what I thought. He's going to be playing the 1 ball in the corner and probably drawing this cue ball up against this 14. And he fired at it. He wasn't concerned about the 14. Well, here's Mike's chance to win the game. He's looking at seeing where he wants to be for the 8 ball. And yes, that's where he wants to be. Now he has to give himself angles to get there. He's only concerned with one angle, the one coming off the 13. And he's left himself straight in so he can't run down close to it. So he's going to have to stop it right there and then come across. Or you can just kind of go over there and miss the ball. Tough. There were 77 entrants into the 6 and under singles tournament. You're watching 2 of them. Melchor Leal and Mike Boyer. Mr. Leal beat Mr. Johnson in his first match, and Mr. Boyer beat Mr. Hurst in his first match. This is the second match they play. They both drew a bye to get started. 77 entrants. That means 13 of them did not have byes. Attempted bang shot. No success. 3 ball in the corner. Oh, he brought that ball back instead of just stopping it there for the 6 in the same corner. His only shot now would be the 1 ball, probably. No, he's going to go this way. Now, see, even if he makes this ball, he's going to bump the 12, so he'll have no shot unless he really fires it. See? There'd be no shot after that. That's why I thought he would shoot the ball on the right. Well, he's made that ball, but he's left himself straight in on this 13 ball. His options here are to really wind up and draw this ball off that rail, or stun this ball off the rail, or he can follow it 2 rails underneath the 8 and come up and possibly hit either the 8 or the 2 for a shot on the 8. I don't think it goes by the 4 to the left-hand corner, so that may not be available to him. He tried to do something with it, but it didn't quite work out for him. Going with the 7 ball, splitting these 2 for shape. Nice soft shot. Does the 2 ball go past the 8? I think it does. Killed that ball pretty nice with a right hand high English. Got up for the, well, you didn't get up for the 2, you got up for the 5. He could play the 2 ball here if it goes by the 8 and get shape on the 1 and then travel all the way back, but he's probably going to play safe right behind this ball and just hook him behind the deuce. Nope, he went back and forth, but he came all the way back down and did not give up a shot. Not one I can see, unless he decides to bank this ball. This ball banks to the left-hand corner pocket, and the cue ball goes 2 rails for position on the 8 to the left side corner pocket. Not sure what he's attempting to do here, but he doesn't want to scratch. Well, he's trying to cut that ball over. He'd have been much better served banking it over, because cue ball would have ended up pretty much in the same action, better controlled, in the same area for a shot on the 8. And that's probably going to cost him the game. This will tie it up at 1. Mike still has to execute the 13 ball and then the 8 in the corner, excuse me. Game number 2 goes to Mr. Boyer, and they're tied at 1. Tied at 1. See who goes on. This is a double elimination tournament, Scottsdale, Arizona. This is on the winner's side. Both gentlemen have played a match now, so they got some of the opening jitters out of their system. But now they're in the pro arena, which creates different jitters in their system. They've got 3 cameras on them, and me staring down their necks. And here we are in 1001, as you can see the scorecards read. The score is 10-1. No, it's not 10-1. He just moved the wrong one. 1-1. And a race to 5. Mike Boyer to break the 3rd game. Tied up at 1, race to 5. They both need 4 games to get their 2nd match under their belt. Fargo Rates says Melchor Leal is heavily favored. Mike Boyer says, not if I can help it. Pockets of 13 in the side. Opening shot. Can play either the 10 ball on the right side up there in the upper right hand corner, or that looks like the 14 ball. It's right next to the cue ball in the upper left hand corner. I believe that's all that's available to him, just those 2 shots. Gonna follow up for the 12 ball up in the ahead of the table there, all by its lonesome up there. Want to come up a little higher than that and get the 10 ball to drop. It did not. Three ball, 7 ball. He's got the 4 and the 6 tied up. I guess he's playing the 6 ball now. Made it. He still has the 4 and the 7 tied up. The 5 ball back cuts to the left-hand corner. Cue ball probably runs in. No, yeah, probably runs into the 1 ball. And Mr. Warrior back at the table. Play-by-play. Friday afternoon here in Scottsdale. Sixes and unders. 77 entrants. Races to 5. Tied at 1. 2 gentlemen on the winner's side. And shot on the 9. Moves the 4. The 8 ball's now open. But he's got 2 balls tied up. So how do you untie these? You're pretty straight on the 9 ball. You can wind up and draw your rock. I don't think you get up past the 4 to break those open, so that won't do you any good. You can follow the 9 ball and possibly bank the 13 in the side, opening up the 14 at the same time. Or you can try to play this combo that he's playing. Well, I believe Melchor will take this 5 ball and leave the cue ball long. Probably just try to get to the head rail. And not scratch. Doesn't want to scratch. Doesn't want to scratch. But guess what? Up jumped the devil. 202.5 inches of rail, 27 inches of pocket, and drops the cue ball in that 27 inches. Missed the rail and found the pocket. These gentlemen will play, though. There's two other matches going on right now that would determine who their opponent might be. These guys are a little ahead of the game. And does his 8 ball go by the 4? It looks like it does. Mike was pretty confident when he pointed it out and called it in the corner pocket for a 2-1 lead. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Now, what do you do from here? I guess you pocket this ball and go down table. And pocket maybe the 1 and then lay the 2 ball in the jaws. And hook him, of course, and let him kick at the 8. But now he's left a little bit of a bank shot, but nothing that really can do much with except put in the jaws and challenge his opponent to run out. Challenge him to pocket this 7 ball in the corner. If he pockets this ball, he can win the match right here, right now. He should have position on the 1 or the 2. Oh, look at this shot, folks. He went right by that and got safe. So he's going to go for a jump shot. I would rather go for the kick shot. Off the side rail. Aim the cue ball right at the first diamond above the side pocket and call the 8. He's jumping. Airborne. Problem here is you could make this ball and just never mind. Problem was, I was saying, he could make this ball and probably just fly the cue ball off the table, but he was nowhere close to that. As he not only jumped that ball had a lot of inside English on it, kind of massaged right into the pocket. Like this pattern. That ball, that corner, the other corner, the 4 ball and the 8 ball straight into the left corner pocket. Left side corner pocket. How's that? Oh, no. Almost came out too far. If that rolls just a couple more inches, he's got a very difficult shot. Very difficult shot. Good pattern by Melchor Leal for a 2-1 lead. Pocket this 8 ball. The lead he gets, and 2-1. For the 4th game, Melchor will be breaking the balls. Rooms beginning to fill up with flyers as we have more of the men's singles party show up. There's 77 entrants in the 6s and under. And I'm not sure how many entrants do we have in the men's singles? Let me check that out here real quick. First place for these guys will be $875, so quite a nice little prize they're playing for. I think it's a $50 or $60 entry fee. Not a bad little deal. That's right, because remember you can still have half an hour to sign up for the men's singles, so we don't have that information as to how many gentlemen are showing up for that tournament. But we've got 77 for this one, playing for that first prize money of $875. Mike Boyer is trying to give it a go. He's trailing 1-2, and he's at the table trying to get rid of that deficit and tie it up at 2. Says, I'm working hard here. You can either open up the 10 or open up the 11. Looks like he's going for the 11. Pocketing the 14 in the right-hand corner and coming up and hitting the 11 ball for a shot on it. Well, he got over there, but he missed his mark. Now we're looking at banking the 14 ball. It's on the side rail. This is early in this match, and we'll be taking a dinner break here. For those of you that are on the stream, watching live, we'll be taking a dinner break after this match is over, and we'll be back at 7 o'clock with the next match. There'll still be matches going on, they just won't be live streamed. And Mike has just moved that ball out in the middle and kind of tied up the 2 ball at the same time, but I have a feeling that Melchor just might bank this 2 ball. No, he's going to play the 7. I don't have a problem with banking this 2 ball and maybe opening up the 6-3. Well, fortunately for Melchor, the 11 ball is tied up with a 3. He's given up a shot on the 12, although he's got to worry about scratching in the corner if he shoots the 12. But he also wants to head down that way to get position in the 14. So, let's see just how he handles this. He could bank the 10 ball in the lower left-hand corner. Looks like he's cutting this ball. He did make it. And swish goes the cue ball into some of that open space between the rails. So for those viewers out there watching this right now, this will be the last match till 7 o'clock. You don't get to hear my wonderful voice. Steve just looked over me and shook his head like, you really said that? And we don't have to listen to his witty remarks, since he doesn't make any. Well, Melchor's got a 5 ball that's tied up, so he's kind of making things worse for himself by pocketing balls. I think I'd hang this ball out, either this one or the next one. But there's a better idea, he says. How about I try to make that ball and break out the 5, which he did, and did it well, and actually played his opponent dead safe. Left him a 10-11 combo for the side pocket. What an aggressive shot that was. And it worked out very well for him. He's hung the 1 ball up in the corner, so they can't really play him safe. He's got the 4 ball on the spot on the upper part of the table. He's got the 5 ball on the foot rail down right next to the 8, or pretty close to the 8 ball, for what appears to be a rather easy run when and if he comes to the table. And the way the balls are lying, I think it's more like when. This would be a good shot if he makes it. Be a very good shot. 10-11 combo. Very, very close. I would play this 5 ball, position on the 4, then the 1, then the 8. Or he could play for the 4-1 combo. But he's come up a little bit. I guess I'd have to play the 4-ball in the side pocket. And the reason I'd play the 4-ball in the side pocket because it still blocks the 12 in case I miss the 4. But he could pocket the 1 and not get shape on the 4, in which case he would leave the table entirely open for his opponent. You might call that overthinking, but you've got to just, there you go. There's no position. He's on the 50-yard line. He's got a back cut to the right-hand corner pocket. And the cue ball is going to travel down by the 8 regardless. You can cut it to the left-hand corner pocket, and the cue ball is going to run into the 12. Possibly run into the 12, excuse me. And it could come all the way down and make him force him to bank the 8 ball. So had he shot the 4-ball first, his odds would have increased. He's trying to bank this ball. Why would... There, he's going to cut it in the corner pocket. This is his highest percentage shot. Let's shoot this shot right here. Just pocket speed. Make the ball. Overcut it. But now here comes Mike Boyer with a completely open table. 11 in the side. 10 in the corner, 12 in the upper corner, 8 ball in the lower corner. Pretty straightforward. Got to execute. No ands, if, or buts. And tie the match up at 2. You don't want to scratch here. Interesting shot. He's got to come up. Got to come up. Doesn't want to give up a 3-1 lead. So he wants to pocket this ball and then the next one, then the 8. Oh. Well. Melchor just needs to make this 4-ball, bring the cue ball down to where it's at, and take that 3-1 lead. Looks like he's going to be firing this ball to draw the ball back. He's straight in, so he doesn't want to go forward because he is straight in. This is tough because that ball is 5 feet away and he wants to draw it back at least 4, possibly 5. And I'd like to put that, ideally like to put that cue ball where it's at. And instead he just barely cleared the 12 ball, and he'll be cutting this 8 ball in the right hand corner pocket, flying the cue ball towards the side pocket. So things could get dicey. Entirely missed the ball, and I would recommend Mike shoots the 12 ball first, then the 10 ball in the side, and then the 8 ball in the corner, tying this match up at 2. You just want to leave yourself a little bit off the rail. The closer you get to your work, the harder it's going to be. In this particular instance, I don't mind being close to my work, but I do like coming off the rail just a hair more than he did. But it's a straight in shot. He just falls forward a little bit, pockets the ball. You just got to make sure you pocket the ball. He did. And same thing here. Tie the match up at 2. Life is good for Mr. Boyer. Melchor is, oh, I could have had a 3-1 lead. Ouch. Tied at 2. Melchor still quite the favorite. Breaking the balls, tied at 2. There goes the one in the side. Open table. One less ball to make, one less ball to pocket if you choose solids. 3 balls tied up. The 7 balls tied up. Right next to the 4 and the 12 there in front of the side pocket on the left. But since the 4 ball goes, it's easy to open up. Only available shot really is the 9 ball or the 2 ball. I kind of like the solids here. I start with the 2 ball, then the 6 ball. Come over for that ball and open them up. Now I definitely like the solids, as there's 2 of them gone. So there's only 5 balls on the table, only 1 is tied up. 3 ball on the bottom, which is easy to get to if you get the right angle on the 6 ball on the rail. Just go ahead and slow roll this, just pocket speed. Go ahead and let the cue ball hit the 8 like that. There you go. Now you take some high right English on this ball, and you shoot the one on the rail, 6 ball on the rail, to open up the 3. But he's taking this ball first. He's probably going to come back to that area, and he did. A little bit harder would have been very, very. If he could have gotten down closer to the side pocket, to that little bit of a white area by the side, would have been very, very nice. But since he didn't make the ball, it didn't really matter. Now he's got the 3 ball tied up, and actually the 5 ball is not easy to get to. Half of it's blocked. Mike Boyer wants to take a lead here. They're tied at 2. He's going to go ahead and pocket this ball and play safe. That's a good shot. I like it. He's going to call a save. He just wants to pocket it and lay the cue ball between the 13 and the 14. Right there. And he says, "You're surrounded. I've got you surrounded by stripes." He's calling the 3 ball in the lower left-hand corner. He says, "You might have me surrounded, but I kick like a mule." And a mule he is, because he just made that ball, so he kicked it perfect. But now, this shot, he's okay. High English, he'll go 3 rails for shape on the 8. He draws this ball, he's going to be going right in the side pocket. He's going in the drink. Just high English, and I think he beats the side pocket, and he can go 3 rails for shape. He's calling in the side. Same side I think he should have to beat with the cue ball. Undercut the ball. I'm sorry, he overcut the ball. overcut it, hit the low side of the pocket. If Mike can put this cue ball between the right side rail and those 3 balls and run them all out to the same pocket, he's got a good chance of winning this game. And the way to do it is right now, pocket that 11 ball and come up about 2.5 diamonds and be perfect. You can still do it here. Now's the time to come between the side rail and those 3 balls and play all 3 of them to the same pocket. Just like that. Ho, darling. Ho, honey. Now he can either, I'm not sure if he can draw the ball back here, but he could follow the ball 2 rails and get to the same place, close to the same place. Be underneath it a little bit. Or he can play the 10 ball first. The problem is, whatever shot he shoots, he's going to leave a shot on that 5 ball. Now this gets him what he needs too. He's got to pocket this 10. He'll run into the 13 a little bit and have a shot on that, or the 14, or the 9. So he'll have his options. Went right by it. He's working this ball well. Or should I say these balls? I don't think these balls is running for president, is he? Oh, wait a minute. It's these nuts that's running for president. That's right. 15-year-old kid signed up to run for president of the United States under the name These Nuts. And here we have Mike Boyer running these balls to take a 3-2 lead. Well, good news is he blocked the 14 ball. He blocked the 5 ball. Bad news is he missed. So he doesn't continue to shoot. And he's going to try to follow the ball right behind that 14 ball and pocket it. It's using the correct English. But you can't hit that far outside the rail and still make the ball. But he did lay that cue ball up against the bottom rail and leave a long, long shot for his opponent. And either left him on the 50-yard line on top of that, because if he cuts it to the right-hand corner pocket, there's a possibility of a scratch on the left. If he cuts it to the left-hand corner pocket, possibility of a scratch on the right. I'm going to go ahead and take that shot and bank that ball and try to leave it close to where it's at with the cue ball up by that chalk and hopefully, possibly, block that 5 ball and not scratch in the process. Well, that works too, because now this forces your opponent to make it or break it. Make the ball, win the game. Miss the ball, lose the game. Made it. So instead of Mike taking a 3-2 lead, Melchor Leal does. Three to 2 lead, and he's also breaking. A little bit of an advantage if you're a break and run out player. Otherwise, it has not been an advantage so far this match for either player. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona, close to Fort McDowell at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center. CueSports International putting on the 2015 Southwest Regionals. Players from California, Las Vegas, New Mexico, Phoenix. Surprising to not see a team from Tucson, Arizona. That's where I hail from. And I'm here lost in Sun Devil country. No Wildcats to support me. Hopefully some online listening to this or watching this stream. Wide open break. Taking the solids. Only thing he has to contend with is that 5 ball. Missed the one. Ball goes, no problem. 14 ball goes, no problem. Ball on the side, runs into the 9 for a good shot on the 9. He's going to have to open up that 12 ball that's, I'm sorry, the 14 ball that's over by the 5. Shooting the 9 ball. Well, he's got one shot and one shot only. And I don't think he has enough angle to get over for that 14 ball to open it up and come down for this 10. So either I'm going to learn something new or he's going to come down for this 10 by drawing the ball. And there's a side pocket over there and it just gulps up that cue ball. So now Melchor's probably going to look to pocket the 1. Hit the 14 with the cue ball, then pocket the 5 and the 4 on the side, and then the 8 ball in the corner. Or he could do this too. Instead of moving things around, just let his cue ball do the work. Melchor leading 3-2, looking to take a 4-2 lead. He wants to increase that lead, get on the hill, that all-important hill. Makes that ball. Now for the 1. the rail and come out for the 8. Over more. Oh, I think he's looking for a referee. He wants to see, make sure that. I don't think you'd be shooting there, young man. He's going to shoot that 8 ball, I know. You're just looking at it. Okay. Yeah, Mike Boyer went off in search of a referee. And there's one down there. Doesn't look like there's a problem with the shot. But this takes care of any questions. For a 4-2 lead. Pocket to save ball, and you go ahead 4-2. No question, no doubt. That was all fine.
Scott Fox is in here trying to do something really good for somebody, but he is the ugliest graphic person I've ever seen. So if one of you ladies can come up here and maybe we can help you. Give you a little pay, so you can do some graphic for Scott. I don't know if you guys would buy a tip from him. Please, the volunteer up here.
Mike Boyer wants to sit there and get that lead back. He wants to cut into it. He's down 2 games. His opponent's on the hill. It's a race to 5. He needs 3. His opponent needs 1. He'll be breaking the balls shortly. He's waiting for his opponent to come back. Guess we're in the middle of a little break here. Steve would run a commercial for us. Melchor Leal back in the arena, and Mike Boyer to break the balls. 6% is what Fargo rate gives him to win this match from a 2-4 deficit in a race to 5. And I'm sure Mike Boyer would like to show that Fargo rate up and say, I play better than that. I can win my 3 games. But he broke dry. And the table's still open. He can shoot the 1 ball, he can shoot the 4 ball, he can shoot the 14 in the corner, in the side. Not sure if the 10 ball goes. Nothing up there goes, just the 4. Or the 2-3 combo. The 10 ball does go. It's tight, but it goes. I might actually choose to shoot the 10 ball. Because he opens those balls up with a 10 ball shot. If he shoots that and kind of uses high English, hits the bottom rail and comes up, he opens everything up and he's there for a table run. But instead he chooses to shoot the 4 ball and just barely misses it. The problem with taking the solids is you've got the 8 ball in the middle of all those stripes, so they're going to have to be moved regardless. If I'm moving balls, I might as well make them. Let's see how Melchor addresses this. He's got a nice shot. He can go from the 4 to the 5 in the lower left hand and open up the 8 at that time. He could try to open it up here, but he might clutter things up worse. Oh. Whoa, Nelly. Now, he's got a nice shot right here. He can hit this 4 ball, follow it with just a little bit of left English, not much. And come into the 13, kind of medium speed, I guess. Get himself a shot on the 5 and move the 8 ball into the open. And then there's that one lonely ball by itself on the right-hand side of the table, next to the 14 on the side. It has to be addressed. And it might be addressed right after this shot. If he lays it on. Yes, he is. Oh, but he went in the drink. Only because he didn't cut the ball enough. He cuts the ball more, he doesn't go in the drink, and the ball goes in. Mike has another opportunity. Close the gap. It's a big game, too. More importantly, keeps him on the winner's side. I like the shot he's shooting. As now he's got everything opened up. Oh wait, the 9 ball doesn't go by the 8. Well, things look good for Melchor here. He's going to play this 5-ball. But he missed it. So Mike is still in the hunt. Still in the hunt. They've gone back and forth quite a bit here. Now he's forced to bank this 9-ball and draw the cue ball for shape. Oh, can you see this cut? If you can, it won't do him any good. The 9-ball doesn't go by the 4. Might as well follow this ball and bank it. And you'll have shape on the right-hand corner pocket for the 14 or the 12. "77 entrants. You're watching 2 of them in this race to 5. 8-ball. On 7-foot diamond tables. Cyclops balls. Wicopa Resort and Conference Center and Casino. Ooh, that ball drops. He's liking life. He's a happy camper, as they might say. But instead it doesn't, and Melchor comes to the table with 4 balls to run. And then the 8. Well done, Melchor. Problem is you wanted a little angle on this. You want to be closer to the rail so you can go to the left side of the 6-ball instead of stopping it there or going further down. If you come back, the 9-ball can hook you. Now, can you hold the ball on that side, or do you want to go back and forth? Don't have to. The ball goes to the other side. For the match, Melchor Leal. There it is. 5-2. We'll take a break now. We'll have our dinner break, and we'll be back at 7 o'clock for all those of you across around the world, boys and girls, internet viewers, gentlemen, ladies. Come back and see us, 7 p.m.